Hi, welcome. After a lot of delay and technical issues, finally.
Yeah.
So, shooting lo unnara Rahul already?
లేదండి ఇంట్లో ఉన్నానండి. అసలు మంచిగా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నాను సక్సెస్ ని హ్యాపీగా.
I've seen rating 8.7.
వర్కౌట్లు వర్కౌట్లు చేసుకుంటున్నాను కొంచెం హ్యాపీ.
That's amazing. So Pawan, how are you enjoying? Are you reliving that every minute, or how are you enjoying it?
No, I'm forced to work. I'm in a farmhouse sitting and writing the next script. So yeah.
Typical way for a writer to enjoy the success.
Yeah, it's great. It's quiet away from all the noise in the house. So
you need to have that peace of mind. Miranta screenplay perfect ga rayali ante. I can talk Telugu, right? You can understand, right?
Yeah, I understand. I just don't speak fluently. That's all.
No problem. So for a proper introduction, I wanted to say, is it safe to say that this is the first ever time loop series on web, Telugu platform, on any platform for that matter? And after
apparently in India.
Apparently in India.
Telugu.
Apparently in India.
Yeah.
And I guess after Aditya 369, again something time travel, time related happening in Telugu in India. I guess this is the second one. So now that I have the confirmation from the director himself that this is in India, not just Telugu, so I guess it is safe to say.
The time loop I've heard is the first. Yeah.
Time loop is the first.
Anyway, I was a kid when I saw Aditya 369, right?
369,
sir.
Yeah.
369, okay. I enjoyed it. I still remember watching it in my grandparents' house. They're all from here, from Anantapur.
Oh.
So nice. I remember watching it there, and I used to be here during summer holidays, and I remember going back to Bangalore and telling my friends the story and all that. I think I was hardly 8 or 9 at that point.
I was not even born, and recently only the film completed 30 years.
Yeah.
Like a week ago.
Which means I was 8 and a half. Yeah. So
only men can be honest about their age. Women can't. Okay. So yeah, first thing after binge watching the entire series, I felt like making myself a nice bread omelette and having it. The number of times that bread omelette scene comes and he does it so well, I'm hungry every time I see that. So that way, what was your favorite scene to relive, to react, to redirect? What was your favorite scene in the entire series? Iddariki question.
Okay, can I start first? For me, it was the audition కు వెళ్తా కదండి, ఖైదీ గెటప్ ది. సో ఐ జెన్యూన్లీ అది ఎంజాయ్ చేశాను అనమాట. 3 డిఫరెంట్ డిఫ్యూజ్. ఫస్ట్ టైం వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇస్ నాట్ దట్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్. సెకండ్ టైం వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అంటే ఆడికి తెలుసు ఆడు ఏం చెప్తున్నాడు. సో డెలివరింగ్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్ అంటే ఒక ప్రాపర్ క్యారెక్టర్ లో మోడ్ లో చేస్తాడు. థర్డ్ టైం వెళ్ళినప్పుడు జస్ట్ లైక్ ఏదో చెప్పాలి కదా అని ఒక సెన్స్ లో ఉంటది. అసలు కేర్ చేయడం, పట్టించుకోవడం, సీరియస్ గా తీసుకోవడం. సో అది చాలా బాగా ఎంజాయ్ చేశాను నేను యాజ్ అన్ యాక్టర్ గా. సో యా, యూ కెన్ గో హెడ్.
సో ఐ గెస్ మీరు నెక్స్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ కి ఆడిషన్ అడిగితే ఈ టేబుల్ పంపించేసి చూసుకోండి. 3 డిఫరెంట్ వేరియేషన్స్
చూసుకోండి.
All interested, very confident.
So you were saying so.
For me, I think I enjoyed the day 1 a lot. It also the first day when he speaks with the director and the director insults him. You know, that first day, when though it's not a repeating theme, but the way we figured everything out in terms of Rahul's character, and it was in fact supposed to be a test shoot. You know, we were just supposed to test how the whole series is and all. But somehow I felt very confident at that point, saying that why should we test? Let's just do a scene, you know. And then we just jumped in, and in the whole 8 episodes, that stands out in the way it's lit, in the way it is treated. Otherwise, a lot of things repeat.
Yeah.
This one thing is uniquely there. And I like how the director, I got into the groove of directing for the next 45 days, the way all these guys performed. And it was for me very special the way we kicked off the whole series with that scene.
Amazing. So, like, we are talking about the repetition of scenes and all. I was very keenly observing every detail, trying to figure out if there were less dialogues and it's just movement of people. If it's a repetition, we might take a liberty and use the stock footage, already shot footage. So, did you cheat us anywhere in the entire series?
So, there were, in fact, it was designed in such a way that whatever Rahul does was shot 5 to 6 times. Whereas what other people do, we deliberately shot it only once. So that the audience feel the sense of repetition. So every time Rahul goes and the scene that he was talking about, the audition scene, Rahul performs 4 times. Whereas the other guy, he has performed only once. So for him, it has to, that is why you feel like you are also going through the repetition.
Yes, exactly.
Because we have shot the same intercut all the time. So some of the shots were planned to be the same, so that even the audience experienced that feeling.
Oh, wow. Brilliant. And somehow every time we felt like we are reliving it with Rahul. Every time it felt new. For example, he goes to audition and there is this other guy who's enacting a scene. Every time I see, he's funny somehow. It catches me.
But somehow that was done 4 times because it's a single shot that was repeated, that because it every time Rahul changes his, the end shot is on Rahul. So he kind of matches it every time he's done it to make it feel like it's the same way. Yeah.
Okay. So my senses are not that off. Nice. Okay, great. So, what is that one situation, if you want to relive in your life, in a loop, what is that one situation in your personal life? Again, both of you.
So you start first, sir. I'll just think in meantime.
What is that first? So the first time, I'm answering whatever came to my mind. So in 2002, I performed my first play in front of a public audience and all that in Mumbai. I think that was a extremely...
You went...
in mind performing, you wake up and go back and perform again in the evening and again do the same thing for the rest of your life. I'd be very happy to do that. So, yeah, that's the day, yes.
నాకు అయితే అండి పర్సనల్ గా ఐ థింక్ ద డే కుడి రిలీజ్డ్ కదా, బికాస్ ఐ వాజ్ పర్సనలీ వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ దిస్ థింగ్ టు హ్యాపెన్ ఇన్ మై లైఫ్ అనమాట. దట్ బ్రేక్ అంటే ఒక చిన్న బ్రేక్ కావాలంటే పాస్ట్ 4 years అది ఎప్పుడెప్పుడు వస్తుందా అని చెప్పేసి పట్టుకొని కూర్చొని ఉండే. సో అది ఒకసారి వచ్చేసరికి ఐ ఫెల్ట్ కొంచెం చాలా ఎమోషనల్ గా అనిపించింది. వెన్ త్రూ సో మెనీ ఎమోషన్స్ అనమాట. పేరెంట్స్ నుంచి లైక్ ఇంట్లో ఫ్యామిలీ అండ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎవ్రీవన్. ఆ ఒక డే మాత్రం మళ్ళీ ఐ థింక్ ఆ లూప్ లో మళ్ళీ వస్తున్నా కూడా పర్లేదు.
I hope that happens. మీకు ఎవ్రీ ఫిల్మ్ రిలీజ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఇలాంటి అప్రిసియేషన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు I hope that you relive that kind of situation with different films. Hoping that.
Thank you.
Hoping that way. I totally could relate to the break and all. Yeah, so second season, ante you stopped it on a crazy level. Ante every Hollywood movie, take it a horror or a sci-fi genre, they stop that film. I don't know, forcefully they do it or to keep us on the hook. That works every time. Solid hook meeda vadleru ee series kuda. So the next part is also going to be a time loop. How good is going to be?
We don't know. We are writing. We have a lot of thoughts. There are many things that we are exploring. Let's see. We are in the same place where Adi and Durga are. That light came and hit them, and we are also with that. The success has just hit us so much that we are figuring out, okay, what next now. So I have some ideas, and we haven't shot. Some people are thinking we've already shot season 2. No, we haven't shot season 2, but we have some ideas. It's going to take some time because I have committed to another project, and we all have to finish whatever we did and then come back to this. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm hoping that a very solid script will be ready.
In the meantime, AHA marketing team should be also be ready with that one question: why did Durga kill? Like, why did Katapa kill Bahubali? Maybe then we'll be super hooked. Like, why? I'm already like worrying. Like, why would have she killed? With like, I have already, what do I say? Those fan-made videos you have on YouTube, right? Conspiracy theories. I'm already thinking that maybe he must have, upsetted Durga on some level, and then she couldn't take it and then just she shot him like that. Yeah, I had my own conspiracy theories. Yeah, so if you want to take this, maybe yeah. I'm just kidding. Okay. Moving on.
So if I have to tell you, that is in the original script written by Ram Vignesh, that is what was there. He had actually justified something, and it was written in a completely different format. When I adapted it, I thought, no, I mean, Durga killing Arjun shouldn't be for simple reasons, much larger, which we'll explore in a completely different season. So I rewrote some of the parts, and we have left it there now. And let's see what that big, awesome reason is. It has to also come to us. Yeah.
Interesting. So my question is that homeless man stuck in the time loop too? Because few instances he looks in, he has that expression, like he's waiting for both of them to arrive annatuga. He has that look, he has that I know what's gonna happen look untundi. And in one scene he collapses. This is a spoiler but can't help. He collapses when exactly these guys lose the life moment low. What is with the whole thing?
Yeah.
So,
again, the homeless man was more like my addition to the script. For me, I felt that when these two guys collide, and there should be a witness to it, who is like a collateral damage. He was not supposed to become part of it, but he got pulled into that zone.
Okay.
And also, if you think from a homeless man point of view, for them, life feels like it's in a loop already. They'll always be just watching people coming and going. Nothing very unique that happens to them. So I wanted him to feel more confused that am I going through a loop or am I living the normal day? So he has some abstract things, like he's finding this glass pieces, he's finding screws, which may or may not be from the accident. It may just be lying there, but for him it feels like it's part because of the accident. So I wanted to have a witness that there was someone who saw this and became part of it. And to give it, I mean, also it was open to a lot of audience interpretation. I wanted our audience to draw their own meaning. And also at the end, if you see, he's sleeping. He's not awake like he was in the other loop. So it was also a hint that maybe now it won't repeat. Maybe because he is sleeping, it may just, but we have to see, because there's that truck which came, and we have to see what happens now next.
Yeah, he might wake up to the truck light and sound and everything. So, Rahul, అంటే రెగ్యులర్ సినిమా ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్, మీకు వేరే వేరే సీన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇక్కడ యూ హ్యాడ్ టు రీడూ ఫ్యూ షార్ట్స్ రిపీటెడ్లీ. హౌ డిడ్ దట్ ఫీల్? ఇస్ దట్ డిఫికల్ట్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ లైక్ వెనతో పెట్టిన విద్య టైప్ అయిపోయిందా మీకు వచ్చే పోతూ కొద్ది? సో యా రాహుల్, కెన్ యూ ఆన్సర్ ద క్వశ్చన్? I lost you.
Yeah, ma'am. No, it's okay. వెనతో పెట్టిన విద్యం కాదు అంటున్నాను. It was like I was mental గా ప్రిపేర్ అయిపోయాను మ్యామ్. దిస్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ దట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఎక్సైటింగ్ అండ్ దిస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి చాలా నేర్చుకునేది అనుకుంటది అని చెప్పేసి ఒక వర్క్ షాప్ కి వెళ్తున్న ఒక ఫీల్ తో వెళ్ళిపోయాను అంతే ఆన్ సెట్ కి. బికాస్ ఆయన ఉన్నారు అండ్ ఆయనతో ట్రావెల్ అయితే చాలా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. ఇలాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేస్తే మనకి చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. యాజ్ అన్ యాక్టర్ గా చాలా గ్రో అవుతాం, ఇండివిజువల్ గా బెటర్ హ్యూమన్ లైక్ యూసీ చాలా ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ లో బెటర్ అవుతాం అని చెప్పేసి ఐ జస్ట్ డిడ్ ఇట్ అంతే. బట్ ఇట్ వాస్ కొంచెం కష్టం ఉండే. ఒక ఫస్ట్ 2-3 days ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో కొంచెం ఇది చాలా డిఫరెంట్ గా షూట్ చేశారు సార్ ఫిల్మ్ వచ్చి. ఒకసారి ఫ్రేమ్ అక్కడ పెట్టారంటే 4 loops తీసేస్తారు అనమాట. అక్కడ కెమెరా మారుతూ నా ఎమోషన్స్ మారుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇట్ వాజ్ లైక్ టెస్ట్ లాగా ఒక యాక్టర్ కి ఏంటంటే ఛాలెంజింగ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్, అంటే నువ్వు పుల్ ఆఫ్ చేయగలుగుతావా లేదా, మెంటల్ గా చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్ అవుతావు, లైక్ స్టఫ్ లైక్ దాట్. బట్ 2-3 days కష్టం ఉండింది కానీ బట్ దెన్ ఆ తర్వాత ఇంకా నేను కూడా లూప్ లో పడిపోయాను.
నైస్. సో వాజ్ ఇట్ లైక్ ఇప్పుడు ఆ బ్రెడ్ ఆమ్లెట్ సీన్ ఉందంటే యూ గైస్ వర్ షూటింగ్ ఎన్నిసార్లు అయితే బ్రెడ్ ఆమ్లెట్ సీన్ వస్తుందో మొత్తం సిరీస్ లో అదంతా ఒకటే రోజు బ్యాక్ టు బ్యాక్, ఇస్ ఇట్?
Yeah. No, it was not just scene after scene. It was shot after shot. For example, if Rahul walks from bike to him, the camera will be there. So I'll say episode 1 walk. And then if that take is okay, then I'll say episode 3 walk.
Okay.
And then I'll say episode 5, then episode 7 walk. So it was shot as the same shot so many times, which is why you feel it also visible the same way.
Yeah.
And then we go to episode 1 second shot, and then do second shot of 2, second shot of 3. So it was shot in that order, not single order.
Okay, so totally different. You could have opted the other way as well, but you chose this way.
No, this is more faster.
Faster.
Because if we
makes
do,
sense.
because we have very less time,
Less
right,
time.
to do so many things and all that. Yeah. So it was beginning. I had to tell him that now this happened, that happened. Now Farooq is dead, so you're sad and all that. I think within the 10th day, I had to just tell him episode 5, and he would know what emotion. Episode 7, he would know what emotion. So it was, and all the riding shots. I think I was with him on the Bluetooth.
There was walkie, sir. I had my walkie in that.
Yeah, walkie, correct. He had the walkie, and then on the walkie, I'll say, okay, now episode 5 expression, and suddenly he'll ride it anger. And then I say episode 7, then he'll go sad and ride.
Stop.
Changing based on the number.
Oh, that is tough.
Yeah.
Man, Rahul, you did a great job. Now I'm recalling all the scenes. You did a great job, man. Nice. So, ila chesaru ankoledu. So what if, I mean, like now you're saying that you've shot after shot way. What is the toughest part of that? Screenplay is different. This is a time loop. First of all, the concept only is konchu complicated. What is the toughest part for you to execute?
The toughest part is basically I shoot with an edit pattern before. I don't just shoot and then go edit it. So I have everything written out as to how the scene will be eventually edited. So that way we didn't waste time. So I exactly knew that the scene will open with his close up, and then it will be a wide shot, then it will be. So because I think other than in every scene, maybe 1 or 2 extra shots, which probably we would have shot. Otherwise it was exactly what you see, and that's all we shot. So the challenge is that you need to visualize how you will edit before itself. So all my assistants, everyone had printouts of the shot numbers, and we just were executing it. We were not really spending any time thinking how we will stage the scene or anything. Most of it was done even before we went on the floor.
Amazing. All the setup needs another special masterclass. How did you execute the whole thing? So, how did Rahul happen for you? For this project?
So I didn't know of his history at all. I didn't know how many films he had done. I didn't know his dad. Nobody, like many pictures came to me from my assistant on my WhatsApp, and one of the pictures was his. And I kept scrolling through pictures, and his picture was also some selfie that he had sent, not even like the professionally shot photo. And I think that selfie, he looked like a delivery boy. I said, okay, I said, this guy looks like the right one. And then him, and I think I didn't even the second option, I was not very happy. I was more like, then my assistant said, no, but he's a hero, he's done some 3-4 films as a lead. So I thought, okay, then he will not do this, because, there is this whole thing of a lead actor will not come and do web series, that there's that belief. So I thought he won't do it. But then later my assistant Lakshmi, she called up, and then she said, no, he's very excited to do. I still had my doubts. I thought maybe he doesn't still know. And then he came to Bangalore for something, we met. And then I realized, okay, my only doubt then was that he was too healthy to be a delivery boy. He was too big and and all. But then his interest in the whole project and all made me think, okay, we'll work this out, And then,
that's amazing. So Dangal level transformation అయిందా రాహుల్ దీనికోసం?
అంతేం కాలేదండి, ఏం కాలేదండి. నేనేదో కొంచెం ఎంఎంఏ చేస్తున్నాను అంతే మధ్యలో, కానీ నథింగ్ ఎల్స్.
ఓకే. సో వాట్ వాజ్ యువర్ ప్రెప్ ఫర్ దిస్ రాహుల్? యూ హ్యాడ్ టు బి అ డెలివరీ బాయ్. అంటే మీరు తెలుగు సినిమాలు చేశారు, యూ డిడ్ 3 films so far, and దాంట్లో typical lover boy characters you played. So what was the prep for this, being a delivery boy, stuck in a loop, no romance drama?
అంటే నాకు ఐ జెన్యూన్లీ యాజ్ అన్ యాక్టర్ ఇలాంటివి ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయాలంటే చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ నాకు. అండ్ ఇలాంటి ఒక రోల్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఐ థాట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ కైండ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. అంటే మళ్ళీ ఇది మనకి ఫ్యూచర్ లో వస్తుందో రాదో, ఒకవేళ వదిలేసామంటే చాలా డిసప్పాయింట్ అవుతాం, రిగ్రెట్ అవుతాం ఫ్యూచర్ లో వెనక్కి తిరిగి చూసుకున్నప్పుడు అనిపించింది. నెంబర్ 1. అండ్ నెంబర్ 2, ఫర్ దిస్ రోల్ ఆది అనేది వాడు ఏంటంటే ఈజ్ అన్ ఆస్పైరింగ్ యాక్టర్. డెలివరీ బాయ్ ఒకటి, ఇంకొక సైడ్ ఆస్పైరింగ్ యాక్టర్ కూడా, హీ వాంట్స్ టు క్రాక్. అది ఎక్కడో కొంచెం పర్సనల్ గా నాకు రిలేటబుల్ గా అనిపించింది, బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో ట్రైంగ్ టు గ్రో. నాకు ఏదో ప్రూవ్ చేసుకోవాలని ఉంది ఇక్కడ. సో దే ఫ్యూ థింగ్స్ లైక్ దాట్ అనమాట. అండ్ దిస్ డెలివరీ బాయ్ స్పేస్ అనేది ఇప్పుడు వరకు మనం ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయలేదు ఎవరు కూడా. ఇదంతా చూసి ఐ వాజ్ లైక్, ఓకే దిస్ సంథింగ్ దట్ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఫర్ షూర్ అని చెప్పేసి ఇంకా ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయాను. అండ్ దెన్ అంతా ఓకే అయిన తర్వాత ఫర్ ద సార్ అంటే సార్ ఇచ్చిన సజెషన్ ఇనిషియల్ గా లైక్ కలిసినప్పుడు ఇలాగా చూస్తూ ఉండు డెలివరీ బాయ్స్ వాళ్ళ బిహేవియర్ ఎలా ఉంటది ఏంటి, లైక్ హౌ డూ దే వాక్, హౌ డూ దే బిహేవ్ ఇన్ ద డెలివరీ, ఇచ్చినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఎలా రియాక్ట్ అవుతారు, యు సీ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్ చూస్తూ ఉండు అని చెప్పి ఐ యూస్ టు డూ దట్ క్యాజువల్. మనం చాలా పెట్టుకుంటూ ఉంటాం కదా ఆర్డర్. ఐ యూస్ టు హ్యావ్ అ కాన్వర్సేషన్, ఒక 1-2 minutes కాన్వర్సేషన్ పెట్టుకున్నాను, దట్స్ ఆల్. అంతకు మించి ఇంకేమీ లేదండి.
దట్స్ నైస్. సో అంటే అంటారు కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఒక సినిమాతో ట్రావెల్ అయినప్పుడు యూ విల్ క్యారీ ఫ్యూ పీసెస్ ఆఫ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్ విత్ యూ అని. అంటే లైక్ హౌ డూ యూ ఫీల్ అబౌట్ ద డెలివరీ బాయ్ థింగ్?
ఫర్ మీ నాకు ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ ఇలా ఉంటది అంటే యూసీ ఎవరికి డెలివరీ బాయ్ అవ్వాలని ఉండదు. ఇప్పుడు నీ గోల్ ఏంట్రా, నువ్వు ఏం అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నావు అంటే డెలివరీ బాయ్ అని ఎవరు చెప్పాలి ఉంటది. బట్ దెన్ అటు రోజు గడవడం కోసం, దానికోసం ఫైనాన్షియల్ కమిట్మెంట్స్ కోసం, దీనికోసం ఇలాంటి ఒక లైఫ్ స్టైల్ లోకి వస్తారు, అలాంటి ఒక ప్రొఫెషన్ ఎంచుకుంటారు. సో అది చాలా ఇన్ డెప్త్ డీటెయిల్ గా నేను లివ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ రోల్ వాళ్ళ మీద రెస్పెక్ట్ పెరిగింది. సో దట్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్. అంటే మనకు తెలియదు వాళ్ళ పెయిన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే కొన్ని మాంటేజెస్ ఉంటాయి, ఫుడ్ తినేదానికి టైం ఉండదు, డెలివరీ వచ్చిందని చెప్పేసి వెళ్ళిపోతా ఉంటాడు. సో థింగ్స్ లైక్ దట్ అవన్నీ ఏంటంటే చాలా రెస్పెక్ట్ పెరిగింది. దట్ ఇస్ వాట్ అంటే కపుల్ ఆఫ్ మై ఫ్రెండ్స్ కూడా వాళ్ళు అదే అన్నారు, నిన్న రోల్ ను చూసిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళ మీద రెస్పెక్ట్ పెరిగిందిరా చాలా అని చెప్పేసి. సో యా ఐ థింక్ అది ఐ థింక్ దట్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ దట్ ఐ గెయిన్. నేర్చుకుంది ఏమైనా ఉందంటే వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ వాళ్ళకి ఏంటి, వాళ్ళ పెయిన్ ఏంటి, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్.
That's amazing. So, if I may ask, Pawan sir, why only delivery boy? It could have been anybody.
Oh, originally it was written. Ram Vignesh wrote it as a delivery boy and a cop. Okay. But when I read it, I also like to explore these characters. Like in Lucia, I'd explored the torchbearer, like in the theater, Times Torch. Like people who are there, but we seem to think they're invisible. Like I really like those kind of. So when I saw that it's a delivery boy, and today delivery boy is not a very strange thing at all. In the last 2-3 years, it's somebody you encounter almost 2-3 times a day.
Yes.
Before it used to be probably 15-20 years ago postman, whatever postman was in every town and village. Now delivery boy become like these people. And what is also what I liked, like a straight comparison with Lucia, is that you don't see their faces. Even the guy who when you go to a theater, the usherer, you never see his face. He will show you the seat, he will make you sit, and you will be always concentrating on the screen. You'll be looking at your seat. So these guys like literally don't exist while they're actually serving you. So even with the delivery boy, we'll be seeing the order that he's giving. We'll be looking at the packet, we'll be looking at the bill, but very rarely we actually make an eye contact.
So, you
like
shown that bit. When he's giving the delivery to Meera, you show that Meera is not even looking at him.
She's not looking at him, and how for him, when she shuts the door, it's still okay because he's used to it. He doesn't feel it as an odd thing. He's still okay because you're so used to people not really looking at you. Those things, are very nice when you look at these characters, and they have their own world. Like when the whole delivery hub where they all meet and have lunch, how they care for each other. So a world which we are completely not aware of, but we are so dependent on. Like during the pandemic, we were all so dependent on deliveries, right?
Yes,
otherwise,
totally.
life wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah, totally.
So it's a great time to have used the delivery boy's character in a series and to have released it during this time. I think it connected people on another level.
Yes, totally. Yeah, very well said, sir. Thank you. So, yeah, this time loop genre. Is there any other thing you want to explore in this sci-fi genre? Next film, Lucia was another level. That was sleeplessness, drug, another trippy.
I like the idea of things not being defined. Things could be very ambiguous. You don't know. Like I was reading that how the whole world could be somebody's simulation. These what if theories. I love exploring, and I like exploring instincts. They're like for many the whole thing of why is the banana going through the. Banana has become like a big thing in the series.
Oh yes, why didn't I ask about the banana shit? That was my next question. Okay, please go on. Sorry to interrupt.
So it was the banana and those kind of things is what I put into the script. There's banana. There's also, I don't know if anybody has observed, but maybe you can go back and see. So whenever the camera moves to Durga's waking up shot, the things are not the same.
Yes.
It keeps changing with the loop, So these real small variations. I like asking questions like, why is this happening? What is the reason that it would have happened? Those kind of things. So all my scripts somewhere have a bit of those.
A why question for audience and yourself?
Yeah, even for me, sometimes when you watch the film after many years, your own life experiences give you a different interpretation of it. And so some things it's going to be almost 9 years of making Lucia. So what I thought then and I made it, and now when I see, I've forgotten how I made it now. I see it more like the audience. Till then I used to always see all the mistakes. I used to see like, oh, this should have been better, that should have been better. So now I see it like the audience, and then I'm like, oh, so this line can also mean that, this line can also mean something else. So it's an interesting process.
So deep. Your thought process is so deep. And why is that banana? Why is that banana getting overripe with every day? What are you indicating with that?
So, see, now the time loop is a glitch, correct? It's like they were supposed to die and the next day is supposed to happen. Now, somehow the time loop is happening. What if we show that some elements are naturally experiencing time? And what if that is real and the loop is the glitch? While we are looking at that the loop is real and the banana is a glitch, but from the banana's perspective, the banana is living the time and space in its normal way, and the glitch is only Rahul and Durga. So I needed some elements which probably are experiencing what is called as normal, which is so the banana rotting is a symbolic way of showing how much time is passing by.
Yeah. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇన్ని వింత క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతున్నాను కదా రాహుల్. You got any weird doubts hearing to all the script?
లేదు, అంటే నేను నాకు ఉన్నవన్నీ అడిగేసాను ఆయన్ని. ఆల్రెడీ అడిగేసి.
ఆ వింత డౌట్స్ లో can you say one thing?
వింత డౌట్స్ అంటే అన్ని క్లారిఫై అయిపోయినాయి కదా, నాకు సరిగా గుర్తులేవా.
ఓకే.
Ah,
కొన్ని అడగాలంటే కూడా భయం వేస్తుంది. లైక్ ఏమనుకుంటారో ఏమో, అలా ఏమైనా గుర్తులేదు ఏమైనా ఉంటే.
No, see, there is
ఇంకో ఎలిమెంట్ ఇంకో ఎలిమెంట్ అంటే చిన్న మెటఫర్ కింద వాడారు. ఎప్పుడు చూసినా టైం ఐ మీన్ అది పడేది ఉంటుంది కదా, సైడ్ అది పడిపోద్ది. Whenever like these people have to die, so it just happens that way. Yeah. So is there something ante is there some external force that is doing it, or what is it? Or it's just falling off like that?
It was a way to visually interpret that the time is stopping for these guys. Like for me, that the time is going to stop, and for them, it was more like a visual interpretation.
Okay.
That's it.
The fact that the time loop is happening itself, we haven't really dwelled into why of it, because you really can't answer that question no matter how much quantum physics and all you bring in. It's like it will become some interstellar then. So, yeah. So some of those points are supposed to be, we have to put in our own meaning, which is what I like in art, that we can interpret it the way we want.
Yes, exactly. Even in Interstellar, it's pure form of art. It's feel more than like science. At the end of the cinema, when I mean the daughter's message, he understands it. He interprets his own way. Then he understands all this travel didn't make sense. All the dimensions, all his discovery, all his invention. Yeah. This is time loop kabatti. So, is there any dialogue you remember so well you can say it in reverse? ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను ఇస్తాను. అన్న కోహ్లీ వాళ్ళు 3కే అవుట్ అయిపోతాడు, అలాంటి ఒక డైలాగ్ ని క్యాన్ యూ సే ఇట్ ఇన్ రివర్స్? రాహుల్, యూ గో ఫస్ట్.
You want to try it, sir? అన్న కోహ్లీ 3కే అవుట్ అయిపోతాడు.
నో, నేను ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇచ్చాను. మీరు మీ ఫేవరెట్ డైలాగ్ చెప్పాలి.
Like that, do you remember something like so strongly that you will wake up and say the dialogue?
Okay. So Anna na delivery. That is something I've been asking like some 1,000 times. I would have said that dialogue. Anna na delivery. So అది చేద్దాం, సింపుల్ గా ఉంటుంది. అన్న నా డెలివరీ, డెలివరీ నా అన్న,
చేతులు 2 జాబ్ లో పెట్టుకొని
డెలివరీ నా అన్న.
నో ఓకే, నా డైలాగే చెప్పండి పోనీ. షిట్ మ్యాన్, ఐ షుడ్ హావ్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ సమ్ డైలాగ్. పవన్ సార్, యు గివ్ హిమ్ ఎ డైలాగ్. నో
అడిగిన చెప్పేసాను, అయిపోయింది.
నో పవన్ సార్ ఇప్పుడు డైలాగ్ ఇస్తారు. పవన్ సార్ ఇప్పుడు డైలాగ్ ఇస్తారు.
Because I heard no, I can't say the dialogue, but I'll tell you which is stuck in my head. Because we were editing the trailer and it's there in every teaser and trailer, that మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా మళ్ళీ జరుగుతుంది అని అనిపిస్తుందా?
అమ్మా సార్,
మళ్ళీ జరుగుతుందా? I think I've heard some 5 million times or something. It's like every time we are doing DI, sound editing, approvals, the same line keeps coming. So yeah,
you felt like you guys were living in a loop. Sorry, I missed. మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి రాహుల్.
అదే డైలాగ్ చెప్పారండి, అది రివర్స్ లో చెప్పడం చాలా కష్టం.
చెప్పండి, పర్వాలేదు.
ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలా?
రాహుల్ గారి ఆడిషన్
మళ్ళీ జరిగినట్టు అనిపిస్తుందా? జరిగింది మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడైనా జరిగింది అయిందా? ఏదో వచ్చిందా?
ఓకే పోనీ, I'll make it really simple. Okay, you guys have done it in childhood, I guess. ABCD ఉంటుంది కదా, దాన్ని రివర్స్ లో చెప్పండి. ఎవరు చెప్తారో చూద్దాం.
అది చక్కగా చెప్పమంటేనే వస్తుందో లేదో తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు మళ్ళీ దాన్ని రివర్స్ లో చెప్పండి.
ఓకే, కుదరదా? ట్రై నో, అట్లీస్ట్ ట్రై నో.
ఊరుకోండి, 5 నిమిషాలు రాసుకొని రివర్స్ లో చదివేస్తాను తర్వాత 5 నిమిషాలు.
ఓకే, లెట్స్ ట్రై అండ్ డూ ఇట్ టుగెదర్. Z.
Ready?
Z, Y, X.
Why?
Okay, fine. Okay, let's drop it. Okay, I have 2 final questions for both of you.
Yeah.
I thought I'll, make the scene chill better. Okay, I'm gonna ask the editor to chop it off. పరువు తీస్తారు పవన్ గారు.
No, it was fun. It was fun.
No. Him asking why we doing this, that I'll remove. So I have 2 final questions for both of you all, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rahul, I'll go with you. అంటే యువర్ లవ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ మీరా మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటారు కానీ మాట్లాడలేరు. Oh, he left. Shit. So మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటారు కానీ ఓకే సార్. అలా ఎవరితో అయినా ఏమైనా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేయకుండా ఆగిపోయిన సిచ్యువేషన్ ఏమైనా ఉందా? చెప్పేసి ఉండాల్సిందే అని ఫీల్ అయింది బికాస్ టైమ్ డజంట్ కమ్ బ్యాక్. ఉందా? ఉన్నాయా అలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్స్? చాలా ఉన్నాయా?
చాలా లేకపోతే అది ఎవరికైనా సహజం కదా, చాలా ఉన్నాయి.
Yeah, I get it. If you want to confess, Ayyo, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Moving on. Pawan sir, is there any one scene you felt after the entire series was out, I should have done this way? Maybe ఇలా ఇచ్చుంటే ఇంకా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యేవారు ఆడియన్స్, అలాంటిది ఏమైనా ఉందా?
No, we didn't try to confuse. I mean, for me, the script was very easy, actually. So I don't think it's confusing at all. So, but which scene would I shoot differently? Actually, I'm not able to remember. Everything now, after having seen and all that, feels like everything just fit in. It just fell in place.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay, no problem. I guess here.
I think it's just perfect the way it is.
Yes, it is. It is. Trust me. End point lo, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I thought it's a happy ending. Chalo, bye. I didn't see it before that there is a season 2 ani kuda. So I thought end episode వస్తుంది. I thought okay, fine. Now finally the.
We didn't know. మీరు కాదు, మాకే తెలియలేదు.
ఓకే,
లైక్ ముందు రోజు చిన్న సర్ప్రైజ్ ఉంది మీకు అని చెప్పేసి. సో ఐ వాజ్ వండరింగ్ ఏంటి అని చెప్పి.
సో I want to ask if, I mean, you might have an idea or completely not have an idea. ఈ లూప్ లో is Rahul again involved? How is that happening? Seems like only Durga's story. Why did she kill annattuga? How is?
Of course not. That there'll be a lot of Rahul, of course. Without Rahul, there's no Kudi Yedamaithe. So there will be Rahul. There will be. We are trying to bring in everything. There'll be Harsha also, maybe. So yeah.
That's nice. Wow, Harsha also. Wow, nice. Okay. I guess I'm done with my questions. I've asked all of it. Happy with it. All my doubts are cleared. And you gave some deep insights. And Rahul, I can see totally, I mean, that you're totally content. And like you've outdone it. Like everything, every shot of yours is beautiful. Thank you for bringing such a beautiful baby outside. I mean, outside on screen. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining. This was short and sweet.
Thank you so much.
I hope you guys had fun.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
It was great only. It was great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.